Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of the No ID podcast. It is I, your host, Rome Davis. This is season 6 of the No ID podcast. I have here rapper, model, actress, great spirit, Yadababy.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for being a guest. Let's go ahead and start because you said this earlier. Yadababy.
Yes.
How did you come up with that name and what does it mean?
So 2016, I was actually in a horrible ass relationship. I found myself out of town. I was doing a little bit of hustling and I was like, the way that I had been getting income and things like that, it had started to get fresh. It was booming. And so I was like, I need a new rebrand. And so I sat there and I was going over names, things that sounded like, really fun to say, things that, who sound sexy and things of that nature. And I came up with Yada. And Yada actually stands for You Ain't the Average. So I came up with that name because I wanted to distance myself from actually the way that I had been. I had been living averagely. And I actually just wanted to make sure that my name meant something for me. And so I haven't forgotten that it's an acronym. I rarely speak about it because, just moving, it's just become Yada, you know what I'm saying? But yes, that's definitely an ode to living above being average every time someone says my name.
Gotcha. Can you do me a favor?
Of course.
Let's see the background picture because we want you to be you in this background picture. There you go. I had to show it. For y'all listening or watching, man, she had it up there. I was like, you got the background trying to get everything ready. And she's like, oh, I can take it off. Nah, be you, shorty. Be you. You come back and be you. We had no idea. We don't care. We don't judge. We're here to give flowers. And the listeners out there, we hope that they give you your flowers. And that in this interview that you get your jewels as well, too. Because you are an actress as well, too. You was on The Chi, correct?
Yes, I do work with The Chi. I've been on there season 3 and 4. Actually have opportunities to go and work on season 5. There's just a couple of different life things that have been going on. So that's kind of up in the air right now. But yes, I've had the lovely opportunity to grace the TV stage.
So how did you get into acting?
Actually, I started acting when I was in middle school. And when it came to just being dramatic, it's always been easy for me to do. I'm very passionate about a lot of things that I do. So when I was in middle school, I actually started going to a different middle school that actually had a mix of Caucasians and Asians. And it was different from what I had experienced 3rd through 6th, because I had went to a predominantly Black school, all Black teachers, all Black students. The academics, it was standard academics. However, we always did different Kwanzaa representations. When that time came, we did like Civil War reenactments, learning about slavery and the Declaration Proclamation. And we would do all the days of Kwanzaa. We would break that down. They would tell us, what the day meant in African, how we should pattern, Kwanzaa into our lives and things of that nature. So coming from 3 to 6th grade, I was in 7th grade with different peers. And when the play came around in the spring, it's just something that I was just super excited about. And I was just like, I'm auditioning for this shit. I'm definitely going to. And I got a little bit of pushback from my mom because academics was her first thing. And I was already in a tutoring program after school. So from that tutoring program, it took a lot of my time, Tuesdays and Thursdays after school. And my mom didn't see it fitting into my schedule. And that was one of the first times where I knew and had a passion for something, and I went out for it. And so I got the lead role, actually. It was for the Little Shop of Horrors, and I got the lead role. And it was really, really dope. I mean, acting for me was easy. You know what I mean? Like, I always watched TV, always have been a loud person, and just always have been able to connect with different people, or I guess different, being empathetically inclined towards different situations. And so I think that was really what helped me excel. And then the funny part is, the next year, my 8th grade year, we had another play. I went out for that one and ended up getting one of the main roles. We did The Wiz that year. So from 8th grade into high school, I lost my passion, but life really started to weigh heavy on me then, with lifestyle, academics, and just my family structure. A lot of things had changed. And so coming from high school, around the junior year, when it was time for us to start planning for college, the same acting troupe that I worked with in middle school had started to come to the high schools. We didn't have them at the high school that I was in at first. And so around junior year, they started to come. And I was like, oh my gosh, I know y'all. Like, you guys are from middle school. And they were like, hey, we're so glad that we're back in the school where you're in. And they pushed my acting bug again. And so I started to apply to acting schools. And I actually had got into the academic and musical academy in Hollywood. But that's a whole different story. I didn't go. And I always just told myself, any opportunities that presented themselves to act again, I would take them. And I was roommating with someone who actually was working on set with a lot of TV shows. And they were like, Yada, you should get a profile, because they're always interested in women of your caliber, and on set, you're treated very finely. You know what I'm saying? Great food, and, people kind of get more opportunities sometimes, depending on how long you're involved with the actual company.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to say around the fall of 2019, my first opportunity arrived. And then last year, another big opportunity came up, and I took a hold of that. And it was just an amazing experience. And yeah, that's how.
See? So you always been Yada before you became
Yes.
Yada.
Yes, I've always been inclined to be Yada, yes, before I picked up the moniker acronym.
Excuse me. Just playing, just messing with you. Good people though. So how did you get into, because you rap too as well too? And I didn't hear the song. I tried to find Stunting on My Click. Is that one of your singles that you had?
Yes, Stunting on My Click was actually a song I released in 2019. It's on YouTube. So I do have a YouTube channel. I have been really lazy with it. It's Yadababy Entertainment, 3 words, and you can find pretty much some of the stories and the songs and projects that I have released on there.
Nice. So if you're comfortable to answer this question, right? I went on your Twitter. You have dope content. You have OnlyFans. You teach the OnlyFans classes. Am I correct? And
I do.
Yeah, and I've had I just want to give you flowers, because what you're doing now takes a lot of confidence, takes a lot of swagger. behind the camera, on the mic, behind the mic, whatever it is that you're doing, or drinking when you first thing in the morning. I don't know what kind of swag juice you drinking. They still say swag in 2022, or whatever confidence boost you got. But if you don't mind me segueing, how did you break into the adult industry?
Well, I have always been in the adult industry. When I got into college, the role, broke, struggling American college student.
Yep.
And I wasn't really focused on my classes. I wasn't really making friends, and my mind was just elsewhere. I just did not want to deal with academics that year, and I believe that at that time I should have taken a break.
Yeah.
From high school into college. But I'm from an inner city, and the only thing that they really pushed was education. So don't give yourself that break, because a lot of students don't go back when they do take that time for themselves. And so I was broke. I was broke as hell. And, I had a lot of aunties and things that, they were older than me. And they're like, oh, we have to go to the club. And I'm like, well, damn, I don't have any money. They're like, niece, don't worry about it. Come out with us, taking care of everything from taxi rides, curling my hair and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if I didn't have any clothes, I would go run through their closets and stuff. And I'm like, how the hell do y'all got all this money? Like, what's up? And so being a college student, they didn't want to tell me anything. So I did my own research, and I started to become a call girl. Mm-hmm. So from that time frame, coming down the line, that industry has changed drastically over the last 8 to 10 years. You know what I mean? And once again, I found myself poor again. I'm like, all these years of having fun and, furthering my life, and living and growing. Here we are again. I'm at this precipice, and I'm like, damn, I don't really know how to fly in that realm, because it has come from a face-to-face thing to an online interaction. And I created my OnlyFans account in like 2018. I had psyched myself out, and then I didn't do anything with the profile for a year. And so it just hit me, and it was like, people are going to judge. People are going to think what they want to think.
Thanks.
I've had people send me my own, profiles online before, I guess, to aggravate me or stir me. And when I really thought about that, I'm like, well, shit, so what? If they see you online, they have to pay you to see you. So if you do see my content, and I know how a lot of American people are, if it doesn't fit in their priorities, they're not going to spend on it. So I grew comfortable in that thought process, like, get out there. And I got on there, and it was lucrative. However, it wasn't, I had no framework. I had no guideline. You know what I mean? It was just me trying to best myself each month, you know? And so from 2019 to now, it's just been amazing. OnlyFans has saved my life, because I was struggling. I really was struggling. I had to move out of my apartment on the east side of Chicago. And I moved in with the roommates that I was roommating with. And, times were slow. I had actually was working at the nail shop full time, and doing nails was really fun, and it's lucrative too, but it's a lot of work. And I found myself getting annoyed with the type of people whose nails I were doing, because there's not a lot of leeway for service providers, and you got to be damn near perfect, and everybody wants what they see on Instagram in real life, and nobody wants to pay what these Instagram people are spending. Okay. You know what I mean?
Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest.
My gosh. So yeah, that's how that went. That's exactly how that went. And I am blessed to say that, with it being 3 years since I've been on OnlyFans, I have done some tremendous things. I've been some tremendous places. I've met tremendous people. I'm just that more motivated to keep that going.
Most definitely. I'm gonna let you know something, right? So back when I was 18, I tried to get into the industry as well too. Right? We just talking. We gonna chop it up like we just two homies that was outside smoking a cigar. I tried to break into the industry when I was 18. I started on this site called Rude.com. Rude.com was like,
Babe, can I go get some lip gloss?
Go ahead.
Okay, 1 second.
You back? Okay. Yeah. I tried to get into the industry. It didn't last long. Started on Rude.com, ended up going to X videos and then Pornhub. What Rude was like MySpace. It's like what MySpace was. It was like profile, add friends, buy tokens, upload little clips. I started uploading clips. I didn't have no real direction. And it wasn't until like I want to say 2017, I actually deleted everything off the internet because I don't know. I thought I was more funnier than being on camera, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But shit, you do what you gotta do. I mean, I think what people do is when it comes to like anything, whether it's OnlyFans or going into the adult industry or any industry, we're so quick to judge and throw a title on it instead of looking like, all right, this is their lane. This is what they're trying to do. This is their grit, this is their hustle. You know what I'm saying? And those that sit back and be in judgment are either afraid of something or they're just envious of what they see. You feel what I'm saying? And I think a lot those that sending you the profile to say to get on to irritate you or trying to put you down, they're envious of it. You probably got something in you that they don't have in them. Or you probably did something that they don't have the fortitude, they don't have the balls, they don't have the uterus to go up and go do it. Whether you in the adult industry or acting or rapping or singing or dancing or doing nails, I don't know. But people just might not have that in them to do it. So for those haters out there on Yada, they just might just be average. And since you're above average, since you A plus 100, from like the times we message each other and even the phone conversation last week, I was like, damn, shorty cool as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And on top of that, before the interview, and I put your business out there, I just woke up 20 minutes ago. And look at you. You look nice in 20 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And got lip gloss popping. I was licking my lips. I was like, damn, I hope she ain't seeing that.
My gosh, you know how it be. It's the winter months. Our lips, everything chapped, dry, no moisture.
This ain't black people weather though. You know what I mean? But my content on my porn was me getting hit or me getting a foot job or something. It was really lame because this was back when flip phones was popping. So
right, so the pixelation of the video, the quality was poor. I totally get it.
Oh my God, it was so horrible. And I was up there, man. I think I had one like on one video, and that one like came from me. From my profile. It's over with, man. I told you I just better stick to jokes because this shit ain't gonna work out for me. So Yeah, yeah, cause you be lit on your Twitter. Cause I follow you on the Twitter.
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. I appreciate the follow.
Yeah, I appreciate the interview. Shit, you ain't had to do this for me. So uh when it comes to what you're doing and your avenue, what advice do you have for anybody that's trying to do following your footsteps or trying to be a content creator? Because that's what you are really, is a content creator, because you create content across the board no matter what it is. What advice do you have for those?
Address the issues in your life first before you begin to want to be a content creator, because trauma, issues, they are and can be a hindrance to creating content. What a lot of people forget about is it's art. Ultimately, a lot of people may say it's not art because of the nature of it, but it's still something that is subjective. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to understand it. Other people are going to get it sooner. Other people are going to get more wholly, I guess, than others will. So addressing the issues in your life are is going to keep you focused on what you're doing. That's first. Second of all, be confident. Be confident and remain confident. You know, you have to drown out the naysayers and the people that say, you know, oh, you're big headed now, or oh, you're Hollywood, or whatever they might say. Drown it out and remain confident, because without confidence, you cannot ask someone to pay you any amount of money for a subscription, and you know that confidence is not exuding through the screen. It's very well picked up on. And have a plan. I did not have a plan when I first got on OnlyFans. I just wanted to pay the rent. So as my time on OnlyFans changed, I was able to tailor what it could do for me. And with the next step, which is networking, and remain open to being friends and collaborating with other content creators, you learn things. I did not know everything when I started. I still probably don't know everything. There are things that I have learned from really great people. I still learn new things every day when it comes to retaining clients, enticing them, keeping them engaged. So those are the things that I would give to someone.
Oh, that's what you need to get. Yeah. You got swag like a motherfucker. Hey, look, I just want to let you know this too, because I don't know if he was hella nervous before I interviewed you or whatever the case may have you. But I'm giving you flowers. You ain't gonna never hear me disrespect or call you out your name and none of that shit. That's not
Well,
what we
thank
about
you.
over here. So we don't do that. I don't know if you clicked the link on the
To see your other videos,
yeah.
I did.
Okay. I know you saw foot fetish models. I know you saw a dominatrix up there. I know you didn't. Obviously, I don't care who's up here, because at the end of the day, you put your pants on one leg at a time. You pay your bills on time, like I do, once a month, like I do. So who the fuck cares what you do or how you get the money to pay it? It's your fucking business. I'm sorry for cussing so much,
You're
but
all right.
you
I
know what I
cuss like a
mean.
sailor too.
Man, let that shit real, because like people get on my fucking nerves, especially like what you just said. Like get your issues in check before you even go into
Yeah.
content creating. Yeah, because it I think as black people or people in general, we got some trauma that we don't address. And then we jump into shit and it kind of brings out the trauma that we've already experienced. You know what I'm saying?
And we offload a lot of that trauma onto other people, not knowing that we have not healed. And that's not fair.
It's not. And mental health is real. And that's your trauma can mess with your mental health. And like before I didn't have social media. Like I said, we just chopping up. Like we just out on the bar right now drinking. I don't drink, but we all drinking some Arnold Palmers. Um, I know before I got into comedy, I had to dig deep into some stuff that from the past that I don't really like talking about, but I turned into a joke. And I'm pretty sure you had turned yourself to some joke. And I know you go through challenges every day, being who you is. You know what I'm saying? So what don't kill you make you stronger. Just because you got it bad, somebody out there got it 10 times as worse.
That's
You feel me?
true.
You feel me? Just keep being you. And if you get some more interviews, because I'm pretty sure they may or may not come to you. I don't know. Make sure you got that background. Make sure you let them know about the YouTube channel. Get back on the YouTube channel. Oh, please have the background. And if it's cold, make sure you got your lip gloss. I gotta get my chapstick, boy, because I've been licking my lips like LL on this podcast.
Big period.
Big period. Now everybody's pushing P all of a sudden. All these P words and shit.
I was just sitting up here talking to my sister as you called me, and I was talking shit. I was like, "Cause we pushing P." She's like, "Girl, shut the fuck up." Fucking right.
Oh man, is there anybody that you looked up to, in the industry, as being a content creator?
No, I didn't even know who people were. I didn't. And then on top of that, none of the celebrities were on OnlyFans. You know, nobody was on OnlyFans 2018 to 2019. OnlyFans did not become a staple until Beyonce spoke about it. And I'll be honest, nobody was really interested in like being serious, because they were so busy judging the people who were already on here. I had no one to follow behind. You know, I didn't have any friends that were doing it. Everybody was like, really looking at me like, girl, there you go again, doing some wild ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And they hearing the stories about it, but they're shocked when I tell them, yeah, I just made, you know, this amount of money over the weekend, or I made this amount of money. And they're like, doing what? And I'm just like, girl, on OnlyFans. So yeah.
That's true. Like OnlyFans was like, it really needed to Beyonce hit it off on the Savage remix. And then like it really didn't take off to like the pandemic really started to jump off back in 2020.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it was up there. OnlyFans was created as like an alternative from YouTube. And because if people don't remember, I might be giving out my age, but YouTube used to do some wild ass shit up there on YouTube. It used to be wild. But they had toned it down, I guess, with Google merged with them or bought them or whatever the case may happen.
Right.
And then, you know, OnlyFans, people still put content up on OnlyFans. It's not just porn. It's not any of it. Just that you may get like workouts. You may get comedy. You may get podcasts. God knows I'm trying to get no idea up there. I'm fighting. But, you know, that's just what it is. If OnlyFans was so bad, why would it still be around? Obviously, somebody finds some fucking content somewhere.
Exactly. $1 billion company. This company's come from nothing, not even nothing. Because first of all, the platform was always geared and established correctly. I think that, to be truthfully honest, Americans got onto OnlyFans because, in my opinion, all the UK people and the international people, they were already on that. From what I have seen. And some of the big name people that are still on there, they're doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's true. So, I'm going to ask you this. I hope you was prepared. I don't know if you remember. So every guest that comes up here, I always ask them the top 5 comedians, dead or alive, in any order with a starting 6 man.
I don't do comedy.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I mean, now, first off, I'm going to put it like this, because my mom, she's a Queens of Comedy fan. So, Monique.
Okay.
Some more.
Okay.
I'm going to put Bernie Mac in there, of course.
Facts. We're gonna say Rome Davis because I don't know if you watched my comedy yet, but we're gonna put my name in there. So we
okay.
We're gonna put
and Cat Williams. Those are the only people that in my household get played by my mother. But I've always disliked comedy. I'm so sorry. Like I just never got it. Like, and I would even be there. Not, you know, my bedtime was when Comic View came on. So, I would always have to go to bed as soon as Comic View came on. And it used to piss me off. So that probably played a hand in me not liking comedy, you know, because I never got a chance to really watch it. But there were times where it would be on, or, you know what I'm saying, I would see other comics. But I don't know. A lot of people, I'm a serious person sometimes. A lot of people jokes go over my head. I think that's one of the other reasons why comedy just doesn't touch me in here.
It touches me in here. It touches me in here. But
I love it. And I am so sorry that I'm
okay.
not, you know,
it's okay. It's okay. For those that always listen to No ID, my list is gonna always have these top three: Nora Davis, Michael Collier, D. Militant. For those three were on my podcast. I'm biased, and I open up for them, and I send them my material. They like it, they love it, we're good. Number 4 is going to always change. It's going to be Ali Sadiq. Number 5 is Jerry Seinfeld. Coming off the bench is going to be Richard Pryor. That's just how I am. If they want to follow you, they want to get in contact with you, they want to check out anything that you do, how do they do that? How do the guests and the listeners do that?
So I have my OnlyFans page, onlyfans.com/Yada on your tongue, all English spelling. My Instagram, the real Yadababy _. My Facebook, Vanessa Phillips. You can find me. And what else? My YouTube, once again, is Yadababy Entertainment. I also have my nail artistry page, which is Uchi Wally Nails. What else? I have my toy business, my sex toy business, Enjoyable Erotics. You can definitely subscribe and follow and purchase from there. And I believe that is all of them.
Okay. Well, if anybody wants to follow me or see this sound clip or see this video, make sure you go to my comedy page, which is strictly_Rome on Instagram, Twitter, and I'm on Fanbase now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the content creator for the people of color, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my IG is now like they have this some kind of feature now where I can transfer without having to repost everything, like transfer everything from IG over to that fan base site without losing my IG or having to repost all those posts. And then they got it for if you got a TikTok. I don't have a TikTok. I'm too old to be.
I ain't got one either.
There we go. And then you can follow the podcast at No ID Podcast on Instagram as well too, or No I.D Podcast on Facebook. Just hit that like button. If you hit the link in the bio, you can see all my content up there as well too. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, rate, tell a friend about the No ID Podcast. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, rate, tell a friend about Yadababy as well too. Make sure if you are going to, and I say this to anybody that's a content creator, female that's in the industry or any of that shit, anybody that's in this adult industry, if you slide in the DMs, be fucking respectful. They do not have to give me 45 minutes or how much of their time to do this interview or conduct this interview. So if you're going to slide in DMs, you're going to like something, you're going to comment, whatever the hell you do, be fucking respectful.
Boom.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and edit the video and I'll let you know when it drops. And I do appreciate you giving me your time.
Okay. Don't swear. It's a really nice interview. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
All right.